Hello, welcome to Spotlight on Souris, brought to you by WCG-TV. Today is January the 8th, 2019, and we have with us Heather Williams, who is the chairperson of the Souris District Arts Council. Thank you, Heather, for joining us.
Oh, it's good to be here, Laura.
And we're going to talk about your production that's coming up on March the 5th, I'm sorry.
Right.
You have a music production this time, right?
Yes, yeah, it's Chloe Dominguez and Janelle Fung, and it's a cello and piano combination. And we saw these girls at Contact, which is our conference that we go to see the different performers.
Right.
You know, give us a selection. And we were really quite impressed. They do a real teaching program. So before they ever play a piece, they'll talk about what they're going to play and different sounds, different emotions you might get from the piece. And so you forget that it's classical music,
Really?
you know, if it isn't quite your thing.
Because they
And-
preface it with some
Exactly. They
with
bring
something they want you to
Yeah.
have tangible, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really quite wonderful. So we're really looking forward to these two girls coming.
Yeah.
And their agent is called Prairie Debut, and they're a group. I think they originated in On and All, but it's an agency, and they basically handle classical. And they usually put one out in Manitoba and another in Saskatchewan, kind of thing, so that they don't have a huge selection, but they're very good, professional.
Yeah. And so where are these musicians from?
Chloe, I think they're maybe both from Montreal.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so have developed this program between them. And we got word from the Manitoba Arts Network, who are our sort of parent agency kind of thing, that they were willing to go into the school and it would be a shorter performance there, but do sort of a teaching session there on the day that they're out in Souris.
Oh, great.
So we contacted Brady Chiswick at the school, who is in charge of the elementary music part, and he was quite excited to have these girls come into the school. And of course, there's a baby grand piano at the school and things like that. So we're really looking forward to developing that for that day as well.
Absolutely. A real good educational tool for the kids.
Oh, wonderful.
Like, if they have an inkling on music at all, that might just spark a fire underneath them.
Exactly. Yeah, to what
Very
these
nice.
girls and to give a different they maybe aren't exposed to classical music and think it's boring.
Sure.
You know, so they see it more on their level and have it explained to them. And yes, it might develop a real interest for them. So
Well, good for those girls for doing that. And that
Yes.
part is, they're doing that out of the goodness of their heart to get to
well,
the schools
yes,
and
yeah.
help
Well,
out
they
with the
managed
schools.
to get funding.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they managed to
Great.
get funding for, I think, 5 schools. And so we
Wow.
beetled right
Yeah,
away and
that's
said,
right.
yes.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's great.
yeah.
That's great. It
So
sounds like
we're
a wonderful
looking-
program.
Mhm.
And then they stay that evening.
Yes, they do, and do the performance at 7:30. And again, it's going to be at the Avalon.
Okay.
It's such a beautiful venue and so intimate for this kind of a performance of two people, you know,
Okay.
and
So what would you do with the stage then when you only have the 2 people? Usually when there's a big production, we use all the stage and you need
Yes.
everything.
Well, we bought, a number of years ago, we bought curtains as backdrops, and they're portable, so we can put them up and make a vignette,
Good.
if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
So it closes the stage off a little bit and makes it more of a personal setting. And
That's
so
good.
I'm thinking that's the way we'll do it then.
Yeah.
And we always have look music when necessary. We have look music come out from Brandon, and they do our lights and our sound. And it's a fair cost, but we feel that it gives a better overall look to the performance.
Absolutely, absolutely. Not only what you hear, but the aesthetics of what you see and how it's produced
Exactly.
can really, really touch on people's hearts and minds and bring
Yes.
to them the feeling that they want to give.
Yes.
You know?
And we would like to make our shows as professional as possible, and this is just one way of doing it. So no. we're
And
very
still at the low cost of $20.
$20. Yes,
Wow,
indeed.
that is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have the sponsorship we do to help us make that a reality, you know, so we're very, and working with the Avalon Theatre, you know, they just give us a hand with whatever we need, so
Yeah,
that'll be good too.
very good.
So,
2 good groups that work together very
yes,
well.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
so that'll be our 4th in the series, and then later on in April, we'll have another group come, and they're sort of a upbeat kind of group, but they're out of Winnipeg. So we've been
okay.
lucky this year to have a number of more local
Yeah,
talent.
very
And-
nice.
Yes.
So when do you go to contact? You said that was your
Conference.
your
yeah.
conference that you go to sort of pick your talents?
It's the end of October,
Okay.
about the second last weekend in October.
Okay.
And it varies, it moves around the province, and as the different arts councils are able to sponsor.
Okay, I see.
And so I'm thinking it's Winkler this coming year, but.
It's been there before, hasn't it?
It has,
Because I remember
yes.
talking to you about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
down in that area again. So, yeah.
How many of your council get to go to that?
2 for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then depending on where it is, the year we were at it in Brandon, a number of us just drove in for the day
Perfect.
and were able to see the entertainers
Mm-hmm.
and the more people that see, you know, you all see something different.
Mhm.
And so, because there's like 25 entertainers that we get to choose from, so.
Yeah.
it-
And there's a lot of planning and putting together. You just don't go you, and plunk them into a
No.
theater. There's a
No,
lot
you-
of planning that goes behind that, isn't
There
there?
is, yes. We start, well, we've already got basically, if things work out, because we haven't got the contracts yet, but we've already got like 2019, 2020 all planned.
Wow.
So you do start that early, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
And it does, it takes a lot. And like I say, we're very lucky to have the Manitoba Arts Network in Winnipeg who coordinate a lot of the tours because they are on tours and so we're very lucky with that. And there's a couple of grants we can apply for to help with the costs of bringing them in as well.
Oh,
because,
good.
it costs them a lot.
Yes.
First of all, they're very talented, so, you know, their product has a cost. And, you know, you're paying for meals, accommodation, all those kinds of things. And like I say, our lighting with Look Music and that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of costs involved.
$20 a head just wouldn't cover it all.
No,
you know?
it really
I
wouldn't.
mean, it's really nice to get the audience, you know, that chair's all filled with a
Yes.
full audience. It's really great to have that happen, and it's nice, but that doesn't cover everything,
Not
certainly
necessarily.
everything.
No, it doesn't. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
no.
thank you to
So-
you.
Okay,
Mhm.
yes, good. Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to having Chloe and Janelle.
Yes, absolutely.
March,
Sounds
so-
very exciting.
Yes.
And to your whole group, thank you to your
Yes.
whole group for all the volunteering they do with the Arts Council, and
Oh,
great,
you're welcome.
great.
Yes,
Thank you, Heather.
All right.
Spotlight on Souris is brought to you by volunteers of WCG-TV. I'd like to thank Lloyd Barclay, who is the cameraman today. I'd like to thank Sheila Kirkup, who is our producer. My name is Laura Higgs. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.